Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to do a simple smoky eye for you guys. I want to teach you guys that it only takes like 2 colors to do this gorgeous look for yourself. And you can do it with any color you want. You do not need a lot of supplies and you don't need a lot of eyeshadows. Band on, a must. I've already done my full face, brows, and I don't wear foundation typically, so I did not put it on today. I have concealer, bronzer, highlighter, and like I said, I have my brows done. So what I'm gonna do is, since we're doing a smoky eye and the face is already complete, I'm gonna start with my Coty Airspun. You do not have to use this, but a good loose powder is really helpful to pack underneath the eye so that when you get fallout from any shadow, you can just sweep it away. Just a little bit of powder, no big deal. And this is a trick for when you have already done your face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my Santa beard as well. I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus. That's right, Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I really love this. I put a before and after, not a before and after, but I put a picture on my Instagram stories of what it looks like on my eyelids. One side with eyeshadow primer, one side without. Next, I'm just using a very glidey eyeliner pencil. It also helps to make the color look more rich and vibrant. So I'm gonna put this from the lash line to the crease. And I like these more glidey, soft pencils for eyeshadow bases because the drier pencils don't move like this. You cannot manipulate them as well. Then you just end up with a bunch of lines on your face. So then I'm gonna take my little shadow brush. This is what I'm gonna use to put my shadow on with, and I'm gonna just use this to blend out the eyeliner. Now, this is not a step that is a must. The step that is a must is the eyeshadow primer. But I like this as an extra step to help things stay on because not many things stay on my eyelids. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're just gonna put some shadow on top. This look only calls for 2 colors. You can actually get away with just doing one eyeshadow color, but I've noticed that it looks a little bit more blended when you put that transition color in. So I'm just packing this eyeliner on from lash line to the crease. I actually go a little bit above my crease because I have hooded lids, and when I open my eye, I can't see that shadow as much. I think the best eyeliners for this are the Urban Decay 24/7 liners, the drugstore dupe, which is the Rimmel Scandaleyes liners. This Maly one is good as well. Just any liner that really just glides and is soft and smooth. Now I'm going to take this brush is actually from the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes, and I really like them. I like the small side to pack on the color, and then you can use the fluffier side to put in color in your crease. I'm gonna use the same color that I used as a bronzer, and I'm gonna put that into my crease. And I'm using the IT Face Palette, IT Cosmetics. So I'm just gonna put this into my crease and buff that in with little circular motions. And this transition color is exactly like what it's called. It transitions, so it's gonna help you transition from whatever color that you are using for your smoky eye to your skin color. So you want it to be a couple shades darker than your skin, whatever that is. And then we'll go back and use this again to blend. And if anybody wants recommendations on brush brands, I can give you those. So it doesn't look too fancy just yet, but that's just our base. So we did eyeshadow primer, then we did the glidey liner on top of that, and that is not a necessary step. Then we took a shadow that's a couple shades darker than our skin tone and buffed that into the crease. Now we're gonna take our smoky eye color. Now this can be any color you want. I like to do a non-traditional smoky eye when I do one for myself, and I really love blue. So I'm gonna use the Kristen Leanne palette, and I'm gonna use this deep blue right here because I think it's gorgeous, and I'm gonna use that same brush. So I've only used 2 brushes, or 1 in this case, and I'm gonna dig into that and then tap off the excess, and I'm gonna pack this in from the lash line to the crease and then buff it up. Again, because I have a hooded lid, I have to do my shadow above my crease if I want it to be seen. I also don't mind a messier look. I don't actually really like the very defined look on myself. I think they're really beautiful and I can teach people how to do those. I just don't like them on myself. I like a more lived in, messy look. I also like the rounded look on myself. Part of that is I can't really do a wing on my lids. They're just not made for that, though they are gorgeous. Ugh, look at this blue, isn't this amazing? Woo! So you can do this with any color. Ooh, let's take that too far. You can do this with any color you want. You can do it with like an eggplant purple, a deep bronzy brown. You can do it with grays, blacks. Be careful with the black, just little bits at a time on that. So then I'm gonna take the fluffy side and go back and buff that in. And you can take this as high as you want. You don't have to take this as high as I have mine. You could just take it halfway to the crease and then buff it to the crease and you won't have any color above it. Totally up to you, and if you want to go back into that transition color and buff that in more, you can. Dang, look at this color, man. This is gorgeous. I know a lot of people did not like this palette. I think the layout is stupid, but I haven't loved a palette like this in a while. The colors are really awesome to add to whatever neutral colors you already have, and it's on sale right now. Go get it, 19 bucks. All right, so then I'm going to take a black eye pencil and I'm gonna rim the inner rim or the lash line on the bottom and the top. You can see how much I love this Rimmel Scandaleyes because it's down to the nubbin. And I typically have to do the bottom lash line twice because once I blink, this inner rim kind of transfers to the top, which is what I want. You just have to do it twice. So I do that inner rim, let it go to the top. And if you want to add a liquid liner to the top, you totally can. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this black at the top when I'm done. So then I'm gonna take what's left over on this blue, the small side of the brush, and I'm going to buff in that black at the bottom with the blue, and I'm gonna connect it to the top lash line. And then I'm gonna take that black pencil and smush that into my top lash line and make that a little messy. So tiny, I have to get in there again. Okay. So I'm just kind of smushing this in. You can make a cat eye, or you can even do a little bit of a wing. Doesn't have to be a big wing. You can do that with shadow. You can do that with a liner, like a pencil liner, or even a liquid liner, whatever you love. I really just love a smushy pencil. And then I'm going to go into that bottom rim again and redo that. Because once I blink, right, it gets to the top. You have to kind of retouch that up. Then I'm going to do some inner corner highlight and some mascara, and that'll be it. I'm going to go back into this Kristen Leanne palette. There's a little duochrome color in here that is gorgeous. I'm just going to use a Q-tip because I can't find my brush. I'm going to mix these two colors together here. Put this in the inner. Oh my gosh. Woo, doggy. I mean, what? Oh, that was so pretty. Going back in and just buffing those edges And you can do this with any color you want. You can take it as high or as low as you want. If I'm gonna do a smoky eye, I want a smoky eye, you know? Now I'm going to do some mascara. I'm gonna do my 2 mascara combo, L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Really get the base of those lashes. Oh, of course. So when you get this all over your face, I mean, who doesn't, right? You're gonna let that dry, like that little spot right there. Just gonna let that dry and it'll flick right off. You don't have to touch it when it's wet because then it'll smear everywhere. So I do a coat of this on the top, and then I'm gonna use my Covergirl Lash Blast on the top and the bottom. You can do fake eyelashes if you want. I've been using Lash Boost by Rodan & Fields, and it is making my lashes killer long. So I used to get lash extensions, but that really, first of all, I can't sit for that long. I get anxious. I'm not the kind of person that falls asleep during something like that. And secondly, it really ruined my lashes. So here's my second coat. I'm gonna do some bottom. Then we're gonna let these dry. We'll have to get that big blob off my face. Again, let it dry. Do not touch it when it's wet. You can comb through with a dry spoolie. The Lash Blast spoolie is perfect for this because it's got the silicone bristles. I'm gonna do the bottom. I'm gonna, hopefully, all that powder under my eye really caught all that extra eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna just sweep all of that away, sweep off my Santa beard. Kind of buff it all in. Let's take your hair out. Probably could brush this a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna take a Q-tip. Hopefully that's dry. If it's not, we're just gonna ruin the crap out of this. Look. Oh, not too bad. Probably could have let that dry a little longer. So just clean that up with the extra. And that's it. That's your smoky eye. So I did eyeshadow primer, which is a must. Highly recommend Wet n Wild. Number 2, I did a very smooth eyeliner as a second base. Unnecessary step, especially if you have drier lids, but it really does bring out the color. Number 3, I put a transition color in the crease with a big fluffy brush. And then I did my color of choice for my smoky eye on the whole lid. And then I buffed mine above my crease. When I open my eye, you can't see much of the color, so I like mine to go above my crease. If you have a bigger eye or bigger lid space, you don't have to do that. You can kind of just play with it and see what you like. Then I did mascara and eyeliner. You can go with or without the eyeliner. You can do, you can do whatever you want. You can make it whatever you want. But really the gist of this is that my simple smoky eye is just 2 eyeshadow colors. You can even get away with just doing 1. Always make sure you use a base. So for watching, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time.